Hello traders, welcome to another weekly gold XAUUSD price prediction and analysis video for next week. So in this video we are going to analyze gold chart on different time frames, and we are going to check important price action levels, price action structures that currently gold is following, so that we can utilize those levels and price action structures in next week for finding possible buy and sell opportunities. So as usually, before going into the price action, we are going to check the latest data from the gold futures COT, that is commitment of traders report, and we are also going to analyze the last week volume and open interest data. So let's start with the latest data from the COT, that is commitment of traders report, and we are looking at the net long and short holding of the managed money. This is the net long holding and this is the net short holding of the managed money. So as you can see from the last 4 weeks with this current week, you can see that there is not much change into the net long holding and the short holding. But for the last 6 months, as this is the data from the 6-month period, you can see the net long holding, this blue bar, these blue bars, you can see this is very consistent from the last 4 weeks, and they are almost stable and there is not much change, but it is nearly to the 6-month high level. This was the highest of the 6-month net long holding, and the current net long holding of the managed money is nearly the same. So net long holding of the managed money looks good, and for the current week you can see that the managed money, they again added a good number. You can read over here, they added 3479 contracts into the long side. Yes, they added some short quantity also into the short side, they added 1901. But as you can see from the overall trend, the net long holding looks very good at the current report, and this is a positive sentiment for the current closing week also. But there is not much change from the last 4 weeks and they are almost flat, you can see. So I think to see more clarity in terms of breakout, or you can say for longer period, we need more good amount addition into the long side if we want to see a good another buying rally. But for the current week, the net long holding is still positive. Now if we check the data from the open interest and volume for the previous week, you can see right over here that if we check the open interest, this right over here from the gold futures, sorry, this is the corn future, let me switch it to gold future, and this is the data from the gold futures open interest and volume. So on open interest, you can see, if we see this recent open interest day by day, you can see this is also consistent. Right over here you can see there is not much change. Previously from the month opening we have seen some rise, and now there is consistent open interest and there is not much decline. So the things into the open interest term is also positive. Also if we see the volume for the recent week, you can see from the September onward we have seen a very good volume, and after opening into the month we have seen a good spike into the volume, but after that we have seen some decline. Then again the volume is consistent, and on closing basis also the volume looks good, and there is no much trending down or up, but it is still consistent. So volume is also looking positive. So on the weekly basis, both volume and open interest is also looking good. So the three things like COT data, volume data, open interest data, these things looking good for the current closing. So now looking good means looking favorable for the bulls. So now let's move on to the price action chart, and let's start with the higher time frame first, and we are going to discuss the daily time frame first. So on daily time frame, you can clearly see that we have seen a massive bull run by gold, and gold made a high around 3790, and now as you can see, if we see the RSI right over here, in previous week we have seen all time frame was in very stretched condition, and on daily time frame you can see the reading, it is 74.6, on weekly it is 76.1. so yes, on daily we have seen a very stretched rally, but on daily time frame we do not have any much rejection confirmation from the high. But if we see the monthly pivot, this was the monthly pivot for the current, this is the current, you can say this is the week monthly pivot for the current month for September, you can read over here, and the pivot was around 3394, and after this we have seen consistent, or you can say aggressive bull run on gold price, and price tested the R4. This is the resistance level pivot on pivots on monthly time frame basis, and price almost tested this level and made a high and rejected from this level. But on daily time frame we have not seen any big rejection. Yes, on this day we have seen rejection, then a red follow-up candle, but price reversed back because overall structure was bullish, and we have not seen further decline because bulls still looking good in every you can say aspects, from the fundamental terms and from the technical terms also. So on daily time frame we have, now we can see that the price is consolidating with this range. Let me draw the range on daily time frame. If we draw the range like this, from here if we see the closing like this, the price is currently ranging on daily time frame from 1 2 3 4 last 4 days. So yes, on daily time frame we need to wait for a breakout, either we need to wait for a breakout. If price close about to this level or this high, then we can expect continuation. But as you can see, we are in extended rally, and I think some more consolidation is possible as per the daily time frame. On daily time frame we have seen a rejection from this level. We are going to discuss this on 4-hour time frame, but price rejected from somewhere around 3720, and again price tested or almost tested the high, all-time high around 3790, but price is rejecting on the daily time frame. So yes, on daily time frame we have a rejection on last day closing, so we can expect more consolidation like this, and we have to wait for a breakout into the higher side or lower side from this range, then we can trade accordingly for lower time frame also. So yes, on daily time frame the view is in consolidation. So now let's move on to lower time frame and let's discuss the levels with more clarity. So on daily 4-hour time frame we are going to discuss that. So on 4-hour time frame you can see that after rejecting from here we have seen some pullback, which was a very healthy pullback. We already discussed this in Telegram channel also, but price, you can see, took support on this R1 on weekly pivots. This is acting as support 37 roughly 20. So yes, 3720 is currently the major support into the lower side. After that we have seen that the price break out from the trend line. This was the resistance trend line, and then if we draw the Fibonacci levels from this high to this low, This is the Fibonacci golden zone. We have seen the breakout, but the immediate resistance was the all-time high level around this area. We have seen rejection and price is now again returned back under this Fibonacci retracement level, and I think we can expect further decline as per the 4-hour time frame. So on intraday, yes, we can expect a decline until unless we see a breakout on the Friday closing. So yes, 4-hour looks like we can expect some down move. So yes, the immediate support will be this trend line and the level 3720. So 4-hour time frame showing some decline phase that we can expect, because the price is rejecting from the resistance area and also returning back to the golden Fibonacci level. So yes, 4-hour time frame we can expect some consolidation and, or you can say decline, and we have to wait for this level or lower level 3720 for rebuying. Also on pivots basis, if we check the structure overall of price action structure, you can see, if I clear all the drawings, just a second, if I clear this and I clear this, you can see clearly on a weekly pivots basis. You can see this was the weekly pivot right over here, then we have the weekly pivot over here, then we have weekly pivot right over here. So weekly pivot forming a ascending formation, and for the next week also the weekly pivot is going to be at this level, the level 3744. So the structure on higher time frame or on weekly basis is also positive. It is still into the higher side. So ascending formation means that the price is moving with respect, or you can say taking support on the pivots and moving up. So the next week the pivot is still into higher side, and the support level, first support level, the S1 is around 3699, or roughly we can say the psychological level of 3700. So yes, immediate support on a weekly is 3700, and then the next support is 3637, and the immediate resistance is 3804, which is near to psychological resistance of 3800, and the next pivot resistance on weekly basis is 3850. But overall structure is looking good, and after a pullback I think buying is still looking good. Why I am saying this, let me discuss this in lower time frame also. So this is the 4-hour time frame, but if you remember the previous week analysis and the pivot structures on intraday basis, this is the intraday pivot on your chart. So as you can see, we have seen a very good bull run, and price is not closing below to S1 right over here. You can see in any day, this is the intraday pivot, the price is not closing below to S1. Yes, on this day we have seen a massive candle on 4-hour time frame, price break down the pivot, but on next candle we have seen that price almost close near to the S1. The S1 is around 3720 for this case, and price again took support. And if we see this area around, let me show you the levels. So as you can see, this area is around 3735 to 3730, and the lower level we can consider 3720. So yes, in lower side we have to take care and we have to watch the S1 for intraday perspective, and we can then consider the next move, because for the next day on Monday opening we have S1 around 3734. So if H4 close below 3734, let me write it down, or 37, let's consider this as a level of good support, 3735, right around here. So if any H4 candle close below this level, then we can expect a decline and price can move down and can test this area. This area is around 3700, and we can consider tolerance of 20 points. Then the level 3680 is very critical support, and if we see breakdown, then price can move down, and this level is going to be our new buying opportunity, or around this level is a good buying opportunity. But if price do not break down this level and stay in consolidation, as a price on daily time frame price is in consolidation, then we have to wait for a breakout on this level, that is 3790. Then only we are going to look for buy. So the scalp for the sell, we can do the sell on only scalping, but higher time frame we have to look for the buying only as of now. So yes, all time frame is looking good. On daily we have some consolidation. On intraday we can expect some retracement or down move, but higher time frame picture is still bullish, and you can clearly see this on weekly time frame chart. So this is the weekly time frame chart, and you can clearly see the price action candle. We have a very healthy closing on price action basis, and this is a very healthy looking bullish candle. So there is no rejection. Yes, we have some retracement, but we can't say this is a very big rejection. So yes, on weekly time frame basis we need to wait for a reversal sign or rejection sign, but the current closing week looks very good, and any dip I think is still favorable for the buy only. And for the next week, what are the data that we have to watch that can generate the volatility into the market? So for next week, we have on Tuesday we have JOLTS job opening data. Then Wednesday we have ISM manufacturing PMI. Then Friday we have major data, that is on October 3rd. We have non-farm payroll and unemployment rate, ISM service PMI. Yes, these data can generate the volatility, and we have to take care of that. So we are going to discuss more about the levels and the live condition, live price action in Telegram channel. So see you there. Thank you.